Remove the Torx bolts that secure the panel to the vehicle. Remove the Torx bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
There are 4 bolts that need to be removed.
Lift the panel to remove it.
The steps needed to access the other side are the same as this side.
Remove the Torx bolt by turning it counterclockwise.
There are 4 more bolts that need to be removed.
Remove the Torx bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
The bolts behind the housing on this vehicle, you do not need to completely take out in order to remove the headlight housing. First thing we want to do is kind of pull back on the grill here. We did remove that bolt, and really you only have to pull it back a little bit. You can see that really doesn't come back that far. But if you kind of get behind this and push and pull out from this side, you can see this is going to give us more than enough room.
Disconnect the bulb housing. Push the tab and pull the connector to remove it.
Slip your hand behind the bulb housing to help push it out of the vehicle.
Now you can replace your housing with a new one. Reinsert the bulb housing into the vehicle.
If you're having trouble, try inserting it at an alternate angle.
And then again, you might have to kind of pull back on the grill a little bit to make sure that this is going in properly, is to make sure that it's seated flush with the bolts on the back end of this housing here.
Push the connector straight in to connect the new housing.
When putting the bolts back on the top, we have two different kinds of bolts here. One of them has a bit of a coarser thread. That one is going to go on the inside of the car right there, and then the one with the more fine thread is going to go right there.
Replace the Torx bolts by turning them clockwise.
We recommend changing your bulbs in pairs. If one bulb is burnt out, its counterpart bulb is likely near the end of its life as well. Bulbs get dimmer by 20% over time, which is another great reason to change both bulbs at once. Make sure the bulb housing is secure.
So we're going to want to push the grill kind of back in, make sure that it's flush there, and then we'll just go ahead and replace this one bolt, which is right here.
Align the panel with the body before securing it to the vehicle. It's important to make sure it's set properly, otherwise it won't attach correctly.
Kind of have to tuck the front part in, kind of into the grill there.
Replace the Torx bolts by turning them clockwise.
Make sure the assembly is tight and secure.